So in this video, I'm going to bring you a full update about what you can expect if you're visiting Mallorca during the festive period. Plus, I have a flight warning for you if you're coming over here to and from the island. I also have a full weather forecast for you. I've got an outlook for the next week ahead as well. Will we be having snow at Christmas? I very much doubt it. But as you can see, I'm down here in Peguera. I'm on Playa Romana beach, and well, the weather here is absolutely glorious. And we're going to have more about the weather forecast on the run up to Christmas in this video, so stay tuned for that. But I'm not going to stay in the lifeguard tower here. We're going to jump down from the tower and head on along the beaches as well. I'm going to give you some nice views too. So we're going to start this video over at the airport, and we're going to talk about what it's going to be like flying at Christmas. Well, of course, this is one of the biggest times of year. It's one of the busiest times of year for travel, and of course, we're going to be expecting a lot of people coming into the island and a lot of residents exiting the island too. So make sure if you're coming over to the island with everyone travelling at regional airports around Europe, around the world, wherever, get there early. Don't cut your journey too fine, because there are going to be queues at security and it's going to be very, very busy. So that's going to be my first piece of advice. The good news is that there's no word of any strike action over the Christmas period, which is really, really fantastic news. So fingers crossed flights are going to be running smoothly. If I do hear of anything, I'll let you know on the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook group, but hopefully things should be okay. And of course, I'm going to be travelling as well just before Christmas as well. So catch my flight before Christmas video coming out probably next Monday actually, in place of my island update video. Okay, so what is it going to be like coming into Mallorca for the festive season? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is if you're coming into Palma Airport, don't worry about public transport. There are going to be plenty of taxis at airport arrivals to get you to wherever you're going, and there are also going to be public buses. Now, we do not have the red and yellow TIB public buses running from Palma Airport over the winter, with the exception of the A11 bus, which runs from Palma Airport through to Porta Portals, Palma Nova, Magaluf, Santa Ponsa and down to Peguera. Now this starts running on the 20th of December, just a few months ahead of the season start. However, there is a blue and green EMT bus which runs from the airport right into Plaza España, into the centre of Palma. The cost for that is about €5 one way as well. There's also an A2 EMT bus, and that runs out to Campastilla and El Arenal too, if you're staying over that way as well. Otherwise, if you're travelling to other parts of the islands, then you do have to travel into Palma and pick up your TIB bus from Plaza España, from the bus station, or indeed get your train as well from the little train station there. Now, I'm also asked as well if transport's going to be running on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day or on any fiesta days that we do have on the island. We still have public transport services running. They will run a slightly reduced service, but don't worry so much because you will get to where you're going. If you are travelling on a fiesta day, just make sure you leave a little bit of extra time for your journey if you're going back to that airport to catch a flight. Anyway, let's jump down from the lifeguard tower and let's head on along the beaches as well. We've got 3 lovely beaches here today and lots of sea views to bring you to. So we're going to continue the news update from over here somewhere. So we've just come down onto Playa Gran Tora. I can just see a team of people doing a beach clean. Okay, so the one thing that I'm being asked at the moment as well is what is open when over the festive period. So in Spain, we have kind of like 2 Christmas days here. We've got December the 25th, which is of course Christmas Day, and we also have 3 King's Day on the 6th of January, and both of these dates are public holidays, as is obviously the 1st of January too. But we do have varying opening times around these dates. So I'm just going to run through what these opening times are for you in case you're coming in on maybe a later flight just on the eve of a public holiday. So the first thing I'm going to say is if you need to go to a restaurant, you want to book a restaurant for Christmas Day or for New Year's Day, I would do so prior to coming over. Do some research, find out what's open. get your table booked, because a lot of the restaurants that we're seeing open at the moment offering festive and Christmas menus aren't actually going to be open on Christmas Day itself. So make sure you know which ones are going to be open. Just contact them, drop them an email, give them a call and try and get your table booked even before coming over here. But if you are coming over on Christmas Eve, well, it's very important to know what supermarkets are going to be open, particularly if you're staying in the villa or you're staying in an apartment. So in terms of shopping, Mercadona supermarkets are going to be closed on Sundays throughout the festive season. On Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, they're going to close at 7 p.m. instead of, I think it's a later 8 or 9 p.m. Close. They're also going to be closed completely on Christmas Day and on New Year's Day as well. Same goes as well with the Corte Inglés supermarkets. These are big department stores here. We've got 2 huge El Corte Ingleses in Palma. So they're going to have an early close on Christmas Eve and also on New Year's Eve as well. If you are arriving much later after that time and you are looking to get some food, maybe you're staying somewhere else on the island, you're going to find the Indian and Chinese shops are pretty much open everywhere actually. And as well, in terms of meals as well, you're always going to find an Indian restaurant or a Chinese restaurant open on the island too. So you are going to find food to eat, you are going to find food to buy, and let's not forget all the spa shops that we have. They're always open. In terms of attractions for Christmas Day, if you're looking for something to do on Christmas Day, particularly if you're new to the island and if you're staying over in the southwest or Palma, we're going to find the one big attraction which is open on Christmas Day is going to be Palma Aquarium. Now the opening times are going to be very limited on Christmas Day. The last admissions are going to be at 1 p.m. and they do open at, I think it's 10 a.m. in the mornings. It's going to be the same opening hours for the 24th, the 25th and the 26th and the 31st as well. Then they're going to be back to normal opening hours, so just bear that in mind. But with this amazing weather that we're going to be having, which I'll come to in just a moment, don't forget there are plenty of things to do throughout the festive season, which we're going to get onto in the next part of this video, and we're going to keep walking along the beaches. Now, if you are coming out to any of the resorts, actually, you're going to find restaurants open throughout the festive season. And I'm just looking over towards La Vida here in Peguera. I can see it's open and it is busy, as are many of the other restaurants that surround it. Now don't forget, I will be down here in Peguera. I'll be doing a live stream very soon, one sunny Sunday, when it'll probably be looking a little bit busier than it is today on a Monday. So don't forget to consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already to catch those videos. Anyway, let's head on over to our next beach. Okay, so I've just come round to Palmyra Beach, which is looking absolutely stunning this morning. However, don't be fooled by the sunshine, because in the shade it's very, very cold, so the coat's just gone on. But anyway, let's talk about some of the other amazing things that you can do and see over here if you're visiting during the festive season. Well, of course, there's the Christmas lights in Palma. They're absolutely spectacular. Check out my video if you haven't seen it already, so you know what to expect. I'll drop a link in the description text below. But we've got a few other markets as well happening around the islands and a few other events too. So while some markets will draw to a close before Christmas, we're now seeing the Porta Portals market opening up. It's just down the road from Palma Nova. It's in between Palma Nova and Palma. We've got the Port Adriano Christmas market as well, which is always really good. A little bit further down in the southwest as well, so go and check that out. There are also going to be various other little events happening in the towns around the islands, and if I see anything that may be of interest, I will share that onto the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook page as well, so keep an eye out on that if you're coming over too. But also, if you're coming over as well, don't forget, this is one of the best times of year to get out into the mountains and also to do some really lovely coastal hikes as well. The weather isn't hot, I mean it's not boiling hot, so you can really get in your steps, you can really rack up the kilometres, go and explore the islands and get some amazing views, because of course we don't have so many visitors here. The island is essentially empty, and this is such a unique experience. If you're going to come over, if you're used to coming over during the hot summer months, well, you're going to see something entirely different over the winter. Okay, so that brings us back onto my warning as well. I didn't want to put it at the beginning of the video, but it is with regards to flying over to the islands and also leaving the island as well, because I did mention it in my live stream yesterday from Campastia. If you haven't seen that, also go and check that out. But it's with regards to bringing hand luggage. Now, I know many of you won't be wanting to check in bags if you're coming over here for a very short stay, or indeed if you're coming over here just for a day trip, but just be very, very careful with the hand luggage that you bring over if you're travelling on a low-cost airline. Because if you've seen my previous content, if you've seen my previous updates as well, we're going to have luggage checkers at the airport. I'm guessing they're going to be out in force over Christmas, with people bringing over Christmas presents and people travelling with more clothes as well, and being unable to fit those into the tiny suitcases as well. So make sure you check out the luggage allowance for carry-on luggage, whether you're flying with EasyJet or Ryanair or Wizz Air or whoever, but just make sure that your hand luggage fits the measurements and the requirements. If not, you could be stung for quite a lot of money as well. So just bear that in mind and double check those measurements. Okay, so we're going to talk about the weather, but first let's head on back into the sunshine before I actually freeze, and we're going to talk about what the weather is going to be like in the next 7 days. Okay, so finally, let's talk about the weather for the week ahead. Well, as you can see behind me, we are enjoying some amazing sunshine from over here in Mallorca, and over the next 7 days as well, and on the run up to Christmas, we're going to be expecting a lot of sunshine, plenty of blue skies, and this week we're going to have highs of 19 degrees and lows of 5. Now, the 19 degrees is going to hit on Thursday. I would say for the other days, the average temperature is going to be around 16 or 17 degrees. In the shade, it's very cold, but in the sunshine and during the day, it's absolutely lovely as well. So my recommendation is to find a sunny and sheltered spot and just soak up that sunshine. In the evenings though, it's very, very cold, and the humidity here on the island makes it feel even colder as well. So bring out lots of winter clothes, bring layers. You can peel them off, you can put them back on again, but you're going to need quite a variety of clothes if you're coming over here over the festive season. Now, there'll be no island update next week. As I mentioned, I'm going to have my flight video out hopefully next Monday. We'll see. So we're going to take a look at what the weather forecast is going to be like for Christmas Day, and the outlook for Christmas looks pretty good. It looks pretty much like this actually. It looks like you're going to have lovely sunshine. So if you are coming over, let us know in the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook group. Come and share some pictures. If you're going in for a Christmas Day swim, we want to see those photos. Let us know how you're enjoying your holiday over here if you're coming over here for Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to be back with the islands updates in a couple of weeks. We're going to take a look at Mallorca in January. We're also going to take a look at how the Mallorca Under the Sun YouTube channel has done during 2024. So check out that video too, and also some ideas that I'm going to have for going on forward into 2025 too. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the lovely views from over here in Peguera today. It's an absolutely stunning day. So just to bring a little bit of sunshine into your home for wherever you're watching in the world. So thanks very much for watching everyone, and I'm going to drop a couple of videos both appearing here and here on YouTube to watch next. Apart from that, I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.